And they're closed. Good morning, and you joined me for my last day here in Lugo. Today I'm travelling to La Coruna on the west coast, northwest coast of Spain, but I'm not sure how to get there. I could take a train which goes via Orense, I think, or there's two bus options. It's one which goes to the airport at Santiago de Compostela, and another which goes direct. I'm not booked on anything, so I'm hoping to catch one of those. But I'm gonna have one last walk on the walls before I go. Let's go up these steps and up onto the walls. Really is very nice here in the early morning. It's about 8:30 on a Saturday morning. I don't think the population of Lugo has woken up yet. One or two people in the cafes, and a lot of people with those walking sticks, obviously doing the Camino, on their way to Santiago. But I don't fancy walking, that's on a distance. But up on the walls again, and this is absolutely brilliant. I had a long walk on them yesterday, and I'm up here again, having another little walk on the top of the walls. The weather forecast today is about 20 degrees. It's very fresh this morning. We had some rain in the night and a storm as well. So this cooler breeze, cooler temperature is most welcome, especially after the high temperatures in the Netherlands the other week. But I'm gonna head down now to the bus station. There are more options for getting to La Coruna from the bus station, so I head down there and try and find a bus. I arrived at the coach station, looked at the board, there's a coach departing in 10 minutes. Went down and spoke to the driver, who didn't speak any English, but usual sign language and pointing. He guessed I needed a ticket, €8.65. That's not bad for coach travel. Is that about £7.50? It's got quite a nice 53-seater coach. What I've got to do now is enjoy my coach ride to La Coruna. Only an hour and 20 minutes on the coach. It's absolutely brilliant. I spent the last half an hour just walking through La Coruna, through the shops and the back streets, having a little look around. And I've come to these delightful little gardens. It's a rose garden. I do like roses. This is the gardens of Mendez Nunez, and they created back in 1868. Now, Castro Secondo Maria Mendez Nunez was a Spanish naval officer in 1866 during the Chincha Islands War, a war between Spain, Peru and Chile. He was a general commander of the Spanish fleet in the Pacific. He was a career naval officer, one of the most successful in Spanish history. And he's had 4 warships named after him as well. The current vessel is a frigate, the F-104, launched in 2006. He was also the first man to circumnavigate the world in a warship. Quite an achievement. You think of people who circumnavigate the world, or the first person to do it in an aeroplane or a boat, and he was the first to command a warship to circumnavigate the world. Absolutely brilliant. But these gardens really are absolutely delightful. They really are. I do like walking through gardens wherever I go, because you never know just what you're going to see. And just here there's a statue. I wonder who this is of. Dr. Herveda, 1883 to 1953. A notable doctor here in Coruna. He was born here, worked here at the university, I think. He worked here at the university hospital, and died here. That's nice to see that. I like seeing statues of local people who have done well. And there's another one here as well. Who's this one? Juan Fernandez La Torre. He was a local politician, and he died in 1912. I think he was born in 1853. I'll put some details on the screen about him. But lovely statue, and lovely gardens here. Really is lovely just walking through here. And it's not busy either. Given it's a Saturday, mid-September, it's not busy at all. I thought it'd be heaving with school kids or whatever, but it's not. And a delightful little fountain. And a cafe. Well, that sounds like a good place to stop for a cup of something. So I'll leave you some pictures of the gardens. I've had quite a busy morning, what with catching the bus from Lugo and my walk down here to the gardens. And these gardens really are absolutely lovely, especially on a day like today when the weather forecast says 23 degrees here in La Coruna. It's about 20 degrees forecast in Lugo, so certainly made the right decision coming where it's warmer, and I do like my warmth and my sunshine. But enjoying a nice little sit down in this cafe. It's really rather nice. And I've ordered some croquettes as well. I had some yesterday as a snack in Lugo, and they're really rather tasty. So I thought I'd order some here as well. And I've also ordered a curly thing. I'm not sure what curly thing is, but I had one for breakfast yesterday, and it was really rather nice. So if you happen to know what it is, just drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know what curly thing is. So I'm going to sit here for a while, enjoy the sunshine and my croquettes, my curly thing, and then walk down into the old part of La Coruna and see what we can discover down by the docks, and eventually finish up at some more gardens where I hope to find an interesting grave. Oh, I did enjoy my sit down. Oh, very refreshing. I've walked a little further down the gardens and found another statue. This one's to Daniel Carballo, Condesido Marquis of Barbanzon, born in Coruna on the 14th of March 1824 and died in Madrid on December the 12th, 1889. What a magnificent statue. He was a Galician journalist and politician. Do seem to like their statues here in the gardens. Really rather nice. Really rather nice. But this is lovely here, nice open space. And they've got a bandstand at the end as well. That really is lovely. Palm trees, open spaces, and a bandstand. I'm really liking La Coruna. I think it's gonna throw up a few surprises over the coming days. So we're looking forward to exploring a bit further. Now let's walk a little further down towards the harbour and see what else we can discover here in La Coruna. It's absolutely beautiful walking around here. Just walk down the slipway to take a close look at the boats. Really is lovely. I do like walking around marinas. Walked around the marina in Marseille earlier this year, and also in Trieste a few years ago. Had a great time there, just looking at the boats and just watching all the locals go about their business. Just so much fun. But there's quite a history to La Coruna. It's actually a Roman town. Julius Caesar came here in the year 62 BCE, and the Romans called the settlement Brigantium. So hopefully the next few days we'll find some Roman remains as well and see what else we can discover about the history here of La Coruna. But it is a fascinating city with a rich history, and it gained its city status back in 1446 by John II of Castile. Now he was the son of Henry III and his wife Catherine of Lancaster. Now Catherine of Lancaster's sister was called Philippa of Lancaster, and she was married to John I of Portugal, or John of Aviz. And I came across him and his magnificent statue when I was in Lisbon last year. And that's I think it's Henry III of Portugal. I'll have to put that on the screen. I can't remember which Henry III it is. It's either France or Portugal. I'll put it on the screen, which Henry. But yeah, so I've come across them before. So it's very nice to mention them again in a video. But just ahead of me is more of the coast. I'm going to walk around the coast a little bit, walk around the marina, and say there's some more gardens up here, an interesting grave, and I think there's some old sections of wall as well, and something else which I'm sure we will discover. So That castle looks a bit inviting. Hopefully I'll have time to visit that in this trip. Depends how much time I have on filming other things here. But I've walked down now to a section of the old city wall. This is the old gateway, and it's part of the city walls built in the 13th century on the orders of King Alfonso IX. And I can't remember who Alfonso IX was, so I'll put some information on the screen about him. But looking up, you can see the huge stonework, huge slabs of stone, and the cannons as well. Absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely fascinating, and some of the stonework really is in very good condition, given it's sort of 700 odd years old. It looks like there's a couple of impact marks on the side as well. Really is. Yeah, I do like looking at bits of wall. Let's go up and take a look at those cannons. See what else we can discover up there. Wow, these two artillery pieces really are in remarkably good condition. I don't know too much about this type of artillery. Well, I don't know much about artillery, full stop. It's not my real area. So I dare say somebody watching will recognise these pieces and be able to tell me a little more about them. But they really are absolutely beautiful sitting up here. You can imagine what this gateway must have been like when it was built 700 years ago, looking out into the bay. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, and this one's got a mark on it on the side. VB. Is that the foundry that it was made in? Or were they made for a particular person and they're his initials? I don't know. And looking at the back end of the muzzle, the barrel, there's a date, XX2.11.XV, 22.2.15. Is that when it was made? Is that 15th century? Has someone put the date on it? On the other side, looks like there's a number, 704, or is that a 1? Very difficult to make out. What I can see is the damage on the side from battle. Looks like it's been hit with something. It's certainly been in the wars, this cannon. They're not musket ball impact marks, because that wouldn't dent the cannon at all. It's obviously been in the wars. Something heavy and metal has fallen on it and damaged it. But it's lovely to see these artillery pieces. It really is. Just wondering if there's something on this one. No, I can't see anything on this one. They may be made in different places, or of course they may be captured cannons. I don't know. There's no other markings on this one. That was really interesting to see. Very exciting to see artillery pieces up on an old piece of wall. Absolutely wonderful. But what I'll come to look at is the gardens which are ahead of me. These are the San Carlos Gardens, and hopefully there's a way in there. I can't see one from here, so we'll go up and investigate. And these are the gardens, and they're closed. Story of my life, places being closed. Oh my goodness, there we go. Such a shame, but I can look through but I can see the raised grave of Sir John Moore. He was born in Glasgow on the 13th of November 1761 and died in Coruna on the 16th of January 1809, aged just 47. He was Lieutenant General known as Moore of Coruna and was a senior British Army officer. He is best known for his military training reforms and for his death at the Battle of Coruna in 1809, in which he repulsed a French army under Marshal Soult during the Peninsular War. And he died here fighting for his country to protect La Coruna from the French. Oh dear, noisy bus went through. But I've walked around the other side as well. There are two entrance gates and the other entrance is firmly locked as well, so I can't get in there, which is a shame because I'd like to have walked around those gardens and taken a closer look at his grave. But I can't go anywhere else. This is the end of the road and the end of my video, my first video here from La Coruna. I'm here for a few days to walk around and explore. I dare say we'll find some more terrific history as well. And this sadly is where I end this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow my journey. And there are several more videos from La Coruna to come in this series. So we'll see you tomorrow for another adventure here in La Coruna. Thanks for watching.